Seed oils are killing you. Seed oils are making you fat, they're making you sick, and they're making you super profitable for pharmaceutical and chemical companies. I went through all the USDA data on seed oils to try to figure out how much we're consuming in America today versus like 20 years ago. I combed through data on soybean, sunflower, canola, and corn. And this is all useful and shit, but I just wanted to know this. From the year 1980 to the year 2022, how much did our use go up? Soybean went up by 286%. We're up to 26 billion pounds of soybean oil consumed and used in the United States today. Sunflower was up 1,152%. Canola up 800%. Corn up 888%. These numbers are in millions of pounds. But if you're old enough, you'll remember when they were trying to tell us that we were all getting fat because of sugar. Well, I grabbed the data on sugar too. And it turns out the sugar use is only up by 22%. Oh, but is it high fructose corn syrup? Well, actually, high fructose corn syrup is only up by 13%. But obesity is way up. And everyone will give you different statistics, but none of them are good. Wikipedia is trying to tell me that almost 80% of Americans are obese or overweight. The CDC says that apparently now 40%, more than 40% of us are obese or severely obese. Globally, these are some of the highest risk factors for death. High blood pressure, high blood sugar, obesity, high cholesterol, all of these are related. And when I was growing up, they tried so hard to blame it on sugar, which has barely increased at all. While in the same time period, these processed seed oils were increasing by 1,000%. I want you to just take a wild guess how much money you think corporations are making off of 26 billion pounds of soybean oil being consumed in the US. Not even the soybean oil that is sold abroad on international markets. One of the most important books about health I have ever read is The Big Fat Surprise by Nina Theis Schultz. We'll come back to her, but she points something really important out in this book, which is that a lot of our health problems are directly correlated to when these increases started. And a lot of these increases started around the 80s, 70s. I mean, you can trace it back to like World War II kind of time frames, but like heavy household use was a gradual process and then very quickly. And you can see it on basically every graph. Again, notice the dates are kind of weird here, but like 70s, 80s, big jump. Childhood obesity, basically doubled, tripled even. This is 4% up to 14% between 76 and the 90s. Like, I don't know why their scale is so weird, but that's wild. What is this, like 20% plus 15% plus 5%? That comes out to like, what the hell? That's like 40% of kids are obese or overweight, apparently. And Nina points out in her book that back when corporations started figuring out how to make these processed oils for really cheap, they started to fund a whole bunch of studies to try to show that saturated fat is responsible for heart disease and that it's really bad for you and you should not eat butter or lard or ghee or any of these natural animal-based fats. And what did they start promoting instead? They started promoting canola and corn and sunflower and soybean oils, which are super low in saturated fats and super high in polyunsaturated fats. But no one's gonna tell you this shit because think about who's making money off of this many sick people. And yeah, sorry, I mean, obesity is not good for you. It makes you need to go to the doctor. It makes you have sicknesses and problems that require treatment. Like, we can all love and respect each other and not judge each other, but still, acknowledge that science is real. And like, think about how much money these guys are making. They don't want you to read this book. This is my most recent gym selfie. I eat like a half a stick of butter a day, at least. No exaggeration. And I try not to preach too much about health on this channel because whatever. But if there really is like one thing you can do to actually take profits away from corporations and put money in your own pocket, it's getting healthy. Like, taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, eating well, exercising, like these are things that very actively take profits away from corporations and save you money in like doctor's visits you did not need, medications you did not need, addictions you did not need, like depression and anxiety that you did not need. So much of our problems today comes from food and your guts and your brain and your nutrition. It matters a lot. Sure, it's super hard these days. Like the whole world is working against you being healthy, but it is within your power to do something about it. Your health is your responsibility. Okay, there, preaching over. Back to our regular content.